So a year ago, I made this little video saying why GrayJay is busted and I've unsubbed from his YouTube channel. So I figured since it's been about a year, I'd give him a lot more time to see if he could sort GayJ out here, GrayJay. Wouldn't be shocked if he is, but anyway, no judgment. Um, Still a broken piece of shit, doesn't fucking work. Decided to go in and do a little, double checking because he's rather proud and open about his software constantly that doesn't fucking work. So I went and checked on a little website here called exodusprivacyeu.org, and well, I couldn't find any trackers. It did have a few suspicious little permissions. Now, granted, these aren't anything other than little bits of circumstantial fines, but he has mentioned how it would be kind of shitty if a company, you install an unrelated app and a company perhaps has the permission to go through your camera and take pictures and videos without your knowledge or consent, or perhaps be able to read the contents of your external storage without your knowledge, have full internet access to your entire network, see if your Wi-Fi is on, instead of, just not giving a shit, because, I thought the whole thing with GrayJay here and his little clippy movement was that companies and people who make software don't get to fuck with you. So here's a little curiosity to me, is why the hell can you modify my system settings and set an alarm? You should not be able to schedule or set any forms of alarm on an app that is designed for watching videos on the internet. I mean, isn't this supposed to be for like watching YouTube? Where's an alarm come in? You might think, oh, maybe it's for notifications. No, those are two different, settings here. What if GrayJay decides in the middle of the night to wake you up at 3 in the morning, set an alarm that says, fuck yourself right now? Well, you wouldn't exactly know where it came from unless it was, well, perhaps old GrayJay here. And I was doing a little bit of other checking on his other stuff and was just kind of looking. FCast receiver. Well, that's the thing about this. You want to have a streaming thing, right? But that's the thing about it is what's up with these permissions, right? You want to be able to have it so you could just pop out the player to look at your TV. Now, these people say they never collect your data. I find that extremely hard to believe. But you give these people an inch, they'll take a mile. Let's have a look-see at what they do here. They can have unlimited access to your camera, access your network state, system alert window. This app can appear on top of other apps. They can put whatever the hell they want on top of it at all times. Seems like quite a lot of permissions here. 12. I would think at most you may need about 5 or 6. What gives? Went here to FUTO keyboard. Now, this is one thing that stood out to me. I thought the keyboard really doesn't need to be online, so what's of interest is that this thing can record audio. So if you're recording my audio, let's just say it's not not online, what's to stop this person from possibly using another app as a proxy to then send this data that is on your keyboard to something else? Because that's often the problem with Gboard, is they spy on you. Because, oh, it's free, right? No, it's not. You're giving away your freedom. There can be no compromise for slavery. You should know that. So, recording audio can vibrate your fucking phone. I imagine this is for haptic feedback, prevent it from sleeping. Most of these seem okay, but why should it be able to have post notifications? I mean, it's a keyboard, right? You don't really need that. And you could say, okay, maybe these are so it could run properly. But once again, it seems like there's 1 or 2 permissions too many in here. This just got me raising eyebrows, because GrayJay, after about a year or 2, still doesn't fucking work. And I'm going through and checking the permissions of not just one of his apps, but many more. Harbor has the permission to use your flashlight. Okay, so this is like, a sign-in app. This is like being able to link your accounts very easily. What part of this needs a flashlight? Why do you need to read an SD card that's on my phone? I can understand the camera for the QR code. I don't like that, but you could have other means of authentication, perhaps. I guess they decided against it. Now, you can't just enter in your password. You can't just do something else. I mean, no, we need to have full internet access. You can't turn off and you have no control over. Yeah, it colored me skeptical if I don't really like this Louis Rossmann guy and his shitty little clippy movement. Congratulations, dickweed. You managed to revive one of the most annoying things Microsoft made. And on top of that, sneak in a little bit of permissions here. You're totally... I guarantee this bastard abuses this kind of shit. He's very calm and collected. He's like, hey guys, here's how you're getting fucked today. Well, I'm not going to let Louis Rossmann fuck with me the same way I'm not going to let Microsoft fuck with me, or Sony, or whoever the fuck else. So, yeah. I figured, oh, well, these are no trackers, sure. You don't know that. Could contain trackers they don't know. I highly, doubt that this person is doing this simply out of the kindness of his heart. This is a person, Louis Rossmann, who constantly goes on massive tirades about how all of these companies are fucking with you, gets pissed off at how people don't do anything. What's to stop him from doing something at the user's expense? Absolutely nothing. He'll call you a freeloader, insult you, be patronizing, and let his little gaggle of minions go after you if you don't like his little movement. Are you leading by example or letting the example lead you, man? Throwing it out there. It's always a good idea to second check this stuff. I mean, I'm not a software developer when it comes to Harbor or GrayJay or FCast or whatever the fuck else. I make a video game, but it's things like this that I look out for. It's like, okay, it's open source. You can check it. All right. First of all, it's not my job to finish your shit for you. And second, when I did check, I'm finding a little too many permissions. And if you're aware of usually like side-loading shit on Android, yeah, I'm probably going to have to take Google's word for this in the regards of this stuff where they talk about the data safety. I thought there was supposed to be no data collected. But they're collecting data. They're spying on you, in other words. Analytics. That's usually the kind word for we are spying on you because this app does not cost money. Yeah. Your ID. What do you need my ID for? I thought this was supposed to be anonymous, Lewis. Why are you identifying me if I use your app? It may collect it. Oh, it may not, but I'm probably going to trust the word of Google a lot more than I trust, you and your fat ass over there in New York. Or wherever the fuck you go. Pretentious, performative morality. Every time, man. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Don't use GrayJay. You want a good alternative? Wonderful alternative right here. 2 of them, actually. Because I'm not just going to bitch and complain. Materialious. This is what I use instead of GrayJay, because it actually fucking works. Let's say I wish to watch Halo 5 custom games, as I do. Then guess what happens? Do I get 500 errors? No? No errors yet. I'm not getting some weird content spam. Local fallback being used. This is actually anonymous. I look at the RAM usage.
Go fast, go fast, go fast.
I mean,
watch out.
That seems appropriate for a YouTube video.
Oh my god.
So that seems more appropriate for just watching a simple video. Meanwhile, my browser is totally spying on me, as they all do. Another good example here is motionbox. If I want to watch some Leafy's here, as I do, because he's kind of funny. Well, I can. I can go and watch it. I can also watch whatever the fuck else it'd be. The Judge, because I am a YouTube pooper, and I want the Judge.
When you need foundation repair, you want foundation repair, and you'd like to save a lot of money, right? And you'd like to save a lot of cost, right? Then you should call Whole System. Whatever it took to get the job. Whatever it took to get the job.
Yeah, so this works. Why does GrayJay not work after a year? You know, it's simple shit, really. Because look at all those permissions he needs for all of his apps. Look at all of what he says and does. He would rather go up on a stand, go in the middle of a court in public, get him and his butt buddies to start reading off some copy pasta, pretend like he cares, and not provide you an actual solution. Here are two solutions to a problem that Louis Rossmann has just made. Have fun. Don't take this as me dogging on this guy because I don't like him and, oh, boo-hoo. No. He has provided a broken piece of software, yet he will constantly go out of his way to talk about broken pieces of software. Put your money where your mouth is, man. Do you or do you not want to help? I'm going to give you two things that can outdo that one thing. Feel free to use them, or don't. I mean, you can continue using the normal desktop YouTube app. It can take up 3 gigabytes of your fucking usage, totally spying on you. You can have fun going down that road as long as you want, but here, this works. Motionbox, materialious, I highly recommend them. But, yeah, just a little tirade here. Follow up on my old GrayJay video. I figured it was kind of worthwhile checking in on this guy again, and I don't think anything's changed. I think it's only gotten worse, and he's continued the slacktivism, the pretentious performative morality that he keeps doing, misleading people, as these people tend to do, saying this thing's going to be for your good, having a nice, calm, relaxing tone of voice, when he provides nothing of value. Nothing's changed. Predictable fucking behavior. Every time, man. Anyway, really hope this clippy movement goes away again. Would be nice. Maybe then people can get back to some actual fucking work.